Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the CATKing's NMAT Daily. This is Anisha here, your NMAT mentor and guide. So I've been today taking up a very simple topic, which is actually about how to fill your form. I have got so many questions, so many queries coming in from all of you guys, how to fill the NMAT form, which date to select, how to go ahead with the same. So let's quickly understand this process. All right. So when we talk about the NMAT registration process, the first thing you have to do is go on to the site, which is your nmat.org. Okay. Once you go on to your nmat.org site, please make sure you guys go ahead and on the website, there is a section on the top called as register. So please go and register here. Okay. Once you register, you will have to fill in all the forms, the basic details. Make sure you enter your full name, email address, phone number absolutely correct and accurately, because this will be your point of communication for further all the aspects, right from the selection to shortlisting to your scorecard. Everything is going to come on this nmat.org dashboard portal, which you get access to once you have registered. So keep a very nice and easy password as well also once you are setting that up. Okay, so keep that in mind while you register. Okay, after you have done, you will have to be creating the account. Like I said, when you register, they will ask you your email address, your mobile number, and you will be getting OTP also on the same thing. So please register. Once you register and you create an account, you get an email which is your registration confirmation email. So please go there, click and confirm. This just confirms the fact you have created an account on nmat.org. This is not the registration, this is not the scheduling, but it creates your account, which will be your point of contact further ahead. Okay, after you have done confirmation onto the register, then you have to go in and log into your portal, and there then you will see this is how your dashboard looks like. Okay, so you get your dashboard, you have to go and click on register. Okay, here will be where all your future updates will come, your communication, your profile, your scores, and everything will be available on this dashboard further ahead. Let's start with the first step, which is going to be register now. Okay, rest all of the things, that's your scheduling, rescheduling, retakes, admit cards, scorecards, is going to be grayed out because you have not yet even registered as yet, right? So we go to this register now. All right, once you have gone into the register now, then you have various levels of information required. First thing is going to be your personal information. Okay, so in the personal information, they will ask you your identification basic details like your name, number, nationality, gender, and all of these details. In terms of your photograph, please update a recent most photograph, and also update your photo ID proof and signature ID proof which is valid. Okay, don't update something which is outdated, something which has expired. It's not going to be helpful. The best is to provide your Aadhaar card and your PAN card as your valid ID proofs, because they are acceptable all across the centers. You don't face any issues of last minute hassles on the day of the exam. Okay, so that is going to be the first step, where you are going to provide your entire personal contact information plus your educational as well as your working experience information then. Okay, so once personal information, then we come to our contact information, which is again your communication address, email address, phone number, all three very, very important. Then you will be moving to the education and your work experience uh, details, which is required to be filled up. Okay. All right. Once we are done with the fourth step of filling up your educational as well as work experience information, then we will move on to the selection of your school preference. Now, a couple of questions which are very common with respect to your education and work experience information is, in education, you will be given an option to choose whether you are appearing in final year or you have appeared. So all the people who are done with your graduation and you have your results with you, you will select appeared. Then you enter your marks and details. The ones who are yet to get your final SEM results, yet to give the final exams, you will put in as appearing. Then you do not have to enter any marks and information. So don't feel lost there. Secondly, in terms of work experience, it has to be only that experience which is after your graduation, nothing between. Whatever is in between will come as internships and everything additionally, which you can talk about in your SOPs and the other profile for interview form which comes in. All right. Then we come to the final level, which is going to be your school preferences. Here you are allowed to select up to 5 colleges or schools, you can say, for no cost. Okay. Obviously, NMIMS should be one of your first priorities, which is there. Then you can choose on from the rest of the available schools. There are 39 schools in India. Okay, 9 in South Africa, 7 Philippines, 6 in Nigeria. If you are looking to go abroad and you want to keep those options open as well, you can choose from these. Okay. In addition to 5, if you want to apply to more colleges, you will have to be paying an additional of 200 rupees for each college for selecting the programs. All right. So here take in 5 colleges, which is very, very important, which is free of cost. Okay. Once you are done with that, then now comes talking about your exam mode. Now in the exam mode, there are 2 options available. First option, it is going at a center and giving it at one of the test centers. Second is an online proctored exam at home. Now out of these, personally I would suggest a test center is very safe from the aspect of taking less risk and chances onto your own self, because when you see at the online proctored at home, there are a lot of system requirements, standards to follow, rules to follow. You kind of, if I'm sitting and giving the exam and I end up like looking outside there for I don't know whatever reasons, there is nothing predictable, but you're looking off your screen for a long time, then it gives a red flag. So we may end up losing out marks unnecessarily due to small glitches which is there. So in that situations, the test center would be beneficial. But yes, if you are not in any of the metro cities or some place where the COVID situations are not really good, and you think that you have all the technical system requirements and set up and you can give it at home, then take the test center at home, so that you avoid the risk of traveling various cities to go ahead and get an exam center. Okay, so that is going to be there, but remember you can choose any one of these which is there. Okay. Now, another question which a lot of people ask is that if you have booked already test at proctored at home, can you reschedule it to test at center? Well, you can't for the same attempt. If first attempt you took at home, second you want to give at home, no worries, you can do that. But for that very same attempt, you can't change. Okay, so book your first wisely. Once you're done with it, then you can go ahead for the second one in any other format, which is test center or proctored at home format. Okay, after we are done with all of these, so we are done with giving them our information, our contact details, selecting the colleges where we want to apply our scores, choose the exam mode, then we move into the final declaration and payment details. So the form fees is 2000 rupees. So please go ahead, update your details, fill in this payment, submit, and make your payment, which is there. Okay. Now the next question comes is, when do I book my slot? You will have to book your slot on the same nmat.org portal where we saw register now. Same place, the grayed out button of book your slot will open up after 24 hours from the time of booking. So remember, after 24 hours from the time of booking. So if you've made your payment tonight, tomorrow end of the day or day after is when you can go ahead and book your time slot. So please make sure you follow this step-by-step process thoroughly, right from filling the form details, entering the correct details of your contact information, which is the most essential because your email ID will be the primary point of contact for all the details further ahead, and choosing the exam mode and making the final payment. Don't forget your email ID and password for the dashboard, because your scorecards, your admit cards, your CDPI call letters, your final selection, everything is going to come on that portal itself. All right. For any queries or anything which is there, you're not able to register, you started registration, payment failed, some issue happened, somewhere something went wrong, you have their email ID, which is nmatsupport@gmac.com. Please drop in an email to them and they will help you resolve that issue at the earliest. Okay. The same process will have to be followed for you guys to go ahead and make payment for your retakes also. So at that time, what you'll have to do is, let me quickly show it to you guys right at the beginning where we saw in the start, where, here we went to register now, right? You can register, and at the same time, once you are done, after 24 hours, you can put the schedule, book a time slot. Retake will happen after the first exam has been taken. 2 days after that, you can retake. All right. After you have filled the form and everything, you will be given the option to download your admit card. After 2 days of the exam, you will get your scorecard once it is released. Everything on this cool, small, cute little dashboard, which is your NMAT by GMAC dashboard. So please keep this ID and password really handy for all of you guys. Okay. Now that you guys have taken the plunge to follow the steps to register for NMAT and have registered for the NMAT exam, please start with the preparation. All right. For all of you guys who've not yet started with your preparation, get on board with the CATKing's NMAT 40 days challenge, where I'm going to be your mentor to track your progress and make sure you guys are cracking up the exam for sure. So you guys can see the link in the comments section and the descriptions and get on board with the same. In case there's something else which is bothering you guys about your NMAT process or anything, please drop in the comments and I'll take that up on the NMAT daily series. If the videos have been really helpful, please go ahead and guys like, share, and comment at the same thing. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.